inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let me fix there we go. So I'm a little bit sat back a little bit on the screen there, but welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm not on camera. This was an impromptu live and I just wasn't ready for it. I was actually trying to grab something, but I was actually cleaning up a little bit and I think I hurt my back doing something. I don't know what I did, but this ain't about me. This ain't about me. This is about Spencer and his wife, Monique Tepe, and we're going to talk about them today. We're going to talk about how there's been an arrest in the case and how we're going towards finding out who kind of did this maybe. So if you guys don't mind, just take a second, hit the like button, all the buttons, subscribe to the channel, do all the things. If you're not familiar with this case and you guys are just coming into the channel, my name is Tanya. This is Titanium Built. And the couple that we're talking about tonight are Spencer and his wife, Monique. And they were from Columbus, Ohio. And they were 39 and 37 years old. And they were murdered in their home on December the 30th while their two kids, their babies were there. So now they're two smallest children, they only have the two children, 4-year-old and a 1-year-old are now without parents. So I was on the Facebook group. I was looking I took a break from what I was doing at the time. And I was like, I'm going to get on the Facebook group and see if they're like what they're saying. Cause they've been saying the mostest over there. They've been saying a lot. So I went in and I was like, what is this? So I thought it was just kind of like another rumor, because there's been a lot of that. But it looks like they arrested David McKee, which is Monique's ex-husband. Unfortunately, that's, and it's awful. I mean, we kind of knew it was going to be someone close, but I don't know if I knew it was going to be him. They always say, look at the exes. I guess they say that for a reason, don't they? And welcome in, everybody. I didn't even say hi to anybody. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Kara. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Skylar. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Marcella. Hey, Mandy. I can go through names real quick. Hey, Java Jack. Hey, Moose Moxie. Hey, Lee. Hey, Reba. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Bless Gigi. Did I say hi to you, Marcella? I don't know if I did. I'll say it again. Hey, Gag Attack. PKC. I about to switch your name all around. PKC is in here. There's Jen. Welcome in. It's good to see you guys. He does look like the stature does kind of resemble him. You're waiting on me to go live, Laura. He was jealous. Yep. Do you guys think? Okay, so before we get into all the stuff, do you think that he could have been that jealous that he waited and he seethed for 5 years? And I'm almost wondering why. I'm not wondering why he didn't do it on the 5th anniversary, because I think that'd be too suspicious on him. But they got that video and they tracked him to his car. We didn't even think she did, Tracy. He lived in another state. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, he lived in another state and everything. Hey, P. Jewel, welcome in. Hey, Simply. Well, welcome in, everybody. So, I do have some stuff. So remember when we were reading over their documents, there were like their divorce documents, like the actual docket, it read weird. We know that they both got like restraining orders on each other, that's usually what they do in those kind of cases. But that wasn't the weird thing. The weird thing on there was the child abuse when they don't have children. And I know what I saw and I know what I read and I know I was under the right one. So I'm going to look back into that and I want to know more about it. Hey, Boone. Hey, Margot. Yeah. Yep. So, so he lives in Chicago. He bought a house there I just had it up. Let me see if I can find it out for you. I think it was it was 2025. That's when he bought his house there. So his name is Michael David McKee, and he's actually a vascular surgeon from Rockford, Illinois. Oh, man, a surgeon, like, you don't hear that very often, do you? I mean, I just don't get it. He's facing 2 counts of murder for the early morning shootings. And they were just getting ready to, celebrate their 5th anniversary with their family. They had gotten, their licenses and married, I guess, prior, but they had a ceremony with their family. I think that he was probably waiting on this day. But Columbus police, go Columbus police. Because we were just like knocking him last night, connected him through neighborhood video, tracking the suspect vehicle to and from the Wyland Park home, leading to his arrest the same day in Illinois. So he will be extradited back to Ohio, where he will stand trial here in Columbus, Ohio, for these brutal homicides. But I think that he's going to be a long way from the operating table when he goes to the Franklin County jail, let me tell you, because I've heard it's like a pit that they just drop you in. I heard it's terrible. Like, it's not just like any other jail. It's like the worst jail. Like, when it comes to like, no jail's a good jail, but like cleanliness and stuff, I guess it's not the best to be in. So shouldn't have done the crime. That's what I love to say. And welcome on in, everybody. It's good to see everybody. If you guys don't mind, we just take a second, hit the like button, and then that'll be like the best thing ever. Well, they did, both of them actually had a restraining order on each other. It was a mutual restraining order. I think he seen this, this whole time. Do you think, I wonder if he was like, I don't know, doing anything else. And that's why, if, let's say the 4-year-old did see him, she wouldn't recognize him. Who would, Hey, Autumn. I didn't think it would be him. I didn't know. I knew it was someone close. My mind was almost going a little bit of a different direction, more on Spencer's side, but not an ex-girlfriend. Because from all accounts, we've heard that, the ex-husband's married and he's off, in another state. We should know that they could drive right on over here from Illinois. I could drive right over there from Ohio. So it's pretty easy. Let me grab my drink real quick. Actually, let me grab a drink real quick. And then we'll read this article that just came out. Okay. Hey, Jan, how are you? Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, me too. I'm surprised. I know. I thought that they did, Mandy. I wasn't sure if it was the family or if it was just someone that knew him. I was trying to look for the statement before the live today because, there were people taking up for him. So we'll read through this and then I'll show you the documents and stuff that come out so far. Now, we don't have the probable cause affidavit yet, which will say exactly what happened that day in that home. But as soon as we get that, I'll be on here reading it quicker than I can get my hands on it. So it says the ex-husband of a woman found shot to death with her new husband December 30th in Wyland Park has been charged with murder in the deaths. Michael David McKee, 39 of Chicago, faces 2 counts of murder, according to Franklin County Municipal Court documents. According to online court records, a warrant was issued January 10th for McKee's arrest. Winnebago County, and it's in Illinois, Sheriff's Office records indicate he was booked into jail there shortly before noon, and I have his mugshot. He will remain there until authorities extradite him back to Franklin County. Now, he might fight extradition. It'll just take a couple extra days, but I doubt he does. So we all know what kind of happened. We all know what happened to them. But, they were both shot in their home. And, I want to make a statement too. I didn't realize, and I wish I had it up, the actual article, but there was an article from, I think it was 10 TV News that came out that did say that he was inside the home. And I was actually looking up the transcript because I wanted to look at the transcript too of the caller to see exactly what he was saying. But yeah, so that's my fault. I didn't know that he was inside the house because every place that I had read said he was looking in through a window. So I wanted to say that. I wanted to put that out there. I forgot to say that in the beginning of the live. Me too. I'm glad that they found out who it was. Now it's just like, okay, well, let's go to court. I'm ready. And I was going to go up there today, and it's so dreary and rainy, like it was last time I was up there. And so I was like, let's just go tomorrow, which we are going to go tomorrow. We're going to go to the viewing. Or not the viewing, I'm sorry. It's a, I don't want to say viewing, but it's like a viewing. They're having like a memorial celebration of life, I would say. So it says Columbus police have not publicly identified a potential motive. And I'm wondering if they're going to come out and do a press conference. I haven't seen anything yet. So I'll keep checking though. Okay, so it says actually right here. An officer went to do a well-being check, but went to a home on Summit Street instead of the Tempe home. According to body cam footage released by Columbus police, about 40 minutes after the check, friends of the Tepes found them dead in their home. And so they were, investigators were, focusing on that time between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. And they found that security camera showing the suspect walking down the street, which we've played on this channel, 101 times. And we actually found the spot where he was actually walking as well. So we'll probably get back over there tomorrow too. A public visitation, though, is going to be held tomorrow from noon to 3. And I think at 2:30, they're going to have the celebration of life. That's when it'll start. It's going to be in Upper Arlington, just right down the road from their house. So it won't be too far from their home. So Franklin County put this out, and it's just their municipal court case information, just what he's wanted for in the state. So Michael McKee, David McKee, this was issued today. Warrant was issued in Columbus for him, in Columbus. His date of birth is 6/29/86. Oh, man. And then just shows the ticket number, the offense date. Was his license taken? It should have been. Insurance shown, proof. Yeah, okay. Okay, we don't care about that. But we do care about the stuff down here. So degree of offense, murder, and then degree of offense, murder. And it says here, supporting affidavit for determination of probable cause filed. I just don't know if maybe we haven't seen it yet. Like come through. I thought that they went to school together. I mean, I go to that hospital, y'all. You're making me nervous to even go back there. Because they work in the school when they're students. And then they graduate. They normally stay at Ohio State for about 1 to 5 years after they are done with their residency. And then they go off and do their own thing. I don't have any vascular surgeons though, thank goodness. Okay. This is just the Vine thing for him. So just says Michael David McKee, just shows what he is here. Just says his date of birth, his ID number, the custody date. He went into custody January 10th at 12:04. Winnebago County Jail is where he's at. Yeah. And then look at this mug. Look at that face. What cartoon character is he? What cartoon character is he? The guy that wears the red cape. He's like, he was a cartoon character. I want to say like The Incredibles. But I don't think I've seen Incredibles. Maybe, oh my God, I think it is The Incredibles. It is. That's what that dude reminds me of. I'm going to ruin that movie for everybody now, but that jawline. My goodness, he's a character. That's all I'm going to picture. I'm just going to picture this when I see that guy. Just, oh my God, this pisses me off so bad. Not only did you murder 2 people, but you took a freaking oath to help people when they are in need. Like that was your oath. And then you go and you kill people, and just because she didn't want you, I don't know. It was an amicable divorce, it sounded like too, though. I'm not lookish either, but I'm just making fun of him because, he made me mad. Yeah, he took an oath. That's what it's just like. I looked at him just then and I just pictured that dude walking in for one of my surgeries. I don't know why I didn't mean to make this about me or anything, but you know what I mean? And you just when you look at your doctors, you put your trust in them. And this guy is a con artist. Apparently, he probably always has been. I mean, poor Spencer thought this guy was his friend. He thought, Spencer's the type of guy that everyone would want to be friends with him. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he did use the roids. That's even worse. That'll make you so angry, mean. Oh my goodness. His eyes look mean. I mean, they don't look, his eyes don't look kind. He probably just masked it very well, Oh, I wonder if there's like this person that was like taken up for him on Reddit. And like, I kind of want to go back over there and be like, do you have anything to say now? Oh, he did have another case, but it was something stupid. Let me see. It was like a seatbelt, or no, it was a speeding ticket. It was a speeding ticket. I was going through, but I didn't get all the way down to that to see what else he had. Is it this one? Yeah. So it would be, I think this is the one that is for now. I wonder if I could look it up through here. Oh yeah, because I thought I saw Monique's description in one of these, but I guess not. But yeah, there's his address, North Lincoln Park. And that would have been in Chicago, I guess, or close to. Yeah, Chicago. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. Defendant, officer, complainant. I was like, what? So that's the officer. Murder is the same thing. Okay. Well, you owe $2 so far there, McKee. See, I don't see like. Maybe it would be like. Let me see if I can look it up somehow. It might not be out yet. You okay there, Mia? Oh, you're playing with your sister. I was like, what's she doing? I didn't know what the dog was doing. Okay, so we've got. I don't think it's going to tell me anything. Defendant information. No, it's just telling me everything that's on this page. Well, I guess we have to wait on that part. Oh yeah, people. Yeah, Dawn. It's crazy. It's crazy out there. It really is. Let's see what time is it. Okay. Let's just kind of go through, if you guys want to. Let's see. We could go through their divorce. That might give us a little bit of an understanding of what the heck's going on. I think that was all it was pretty amicable though. And if you guys have heard different, let me know. I'm just going to check to see if any of the documents have been uploaded and I just don't see them or something. Okay. He is trending though. So I'm glad this case is trending though, getting some more coverage. Hey, Lenore. Happy. Hey, Bree. Sorry, my dog's walking around. I'm letting him do whatever he wants. Oh. I figured it was just an apartment that they had together. Because I think that it might be like, if it's, I mean, some of them apartments can be pretty expensive. Just depending on where. If it's like downtown Chicago, they could be really expensive. So this is from Columbus, Ohio. I don't know why he moved away, but he did. And then the judge was Elizabeth Gill. Well, this judge was. Okay, so, and this was date Thursday, June 15th, 2017, divorce hearing. Monique and Michael. And I can't pronounce her last name. Saber Turksky. That's how you say it. I like her middle name, Francis, though. That's pretty. So the foregoing complainant filed herewith has not. Okay, has not. None of these. I love it when you can't read stuff. Okay. On and after July 1st, 2009, Rules 44 and 45 of the Rules of supersedence for the. Okay, I'm just going to read this to myself and tell you if you need anything. So I don't think it says like right here, they can't redact anything. Certain personal identifiers in order to protect the personal privacy. Okay. So they could sign it. Name of the parties. They put their personal identifiers. I'm assuming that is their social or their birthday. And then complaint for divorced. Plaintiff Monique Francis. I'm not going to try to do it well. Saba Tursky. Hereafter referred to as plaintiff, so she'll be the plaintiff, states that she is currently a resident of the county of Franklin in the state of Ohio. Immediately preceding the filing of this document, plaintiff has been a bona fide resident of the county of Franklin for greater than 90 days and a bona fide resident of the state of Ohio for greater than 6 months. Plaintiff states that she and defendant Michael David McKee, hereafter referred to as defendant, were married on the 22nd day of August 2015. So August, and when are we in court for this? What was that date? I probably went past it, didn't I? June of 2017. Plaintiff states that no children have been born as issue of this marriage. Plaintiff is not currently pregnant. Plaintiff states that she and defendant are currently living separate and apart. They are owners of separate and marital real property, and various items of personal property and other assets. Plaintiff states that the parties are incompatible. Plaintiff states that personal and subject matter jurisdiction shall be in Ohio, that plaintiff and defendant waive any objection to any venue or jurisdictional issues, and that Ohio court has jurisdiction over all issues of the marriage. Wherefore, plaintiff requests that she be awarded an absolute decree of divorce from defendant, the separation agreement be given full faith and credit pursuant to the full faith and credit clause of the United States Constitution, and equitable division of property and debts of the marriage and all other such relief as this court deems to be just and equitable. Okay. So she just wants her half. You get your half, I get my half, Okay. Michael David McKee, understand that Mary Beth Keller Fisher, attorney at law, represents only my spouse and does not represent me. I understand that I have the right to retain my own attorney to advise me and represent my interest. Guess they're just making that clear. Waiver of service. Now comes the defendant, who states that he is more than 18 years of age and he is not under any disability, and that he has received a copy of the complaint for divorce separation agreement plus the relevant affidavits as authorized under the Ohio Rules of Civil Procedure. Just shows their names here, and then employed, client doesn't say, and this is spouse. I don't even know, something clinic Carlian. I've never heard of that. Okay. Spouse makes $49,000 a year. Well, $51,000. Oh my God. What? You are. Oh, I don't. Wait. Maybe he wasn't a surgeon then. But what were you doing? Where were you working, making 50? I mean, like, that's a lot of money, but not a surgeon. That's not a doctor's salary. So that's a little. You know what I mean? That's not a doctor's salary. Okay. But that's what he's saying he makes. And she works at Nationwide selling insurance and makes $41,000 a year. Okay. Tell me, make that math right. Make that math, work, because he said 51,000 is last year, 49,000 the first 2 years. So 3 years ago, 49,000. 2 years ago, 49,000. Last year, 51,000. So in 2016, 51,000. Our economy wasn't doing that great to be making that. I mean, that's good money. I mean, that's a lot of money. But like a doctor, you got to think they're spending hundreds of thousands to go to school. I'd be like, I want my money back. So then this is their house. Let me get back up really quick. So it says here, unemployment compensation, 0. Oh, average yearly overtime estimated 10,300 over the past 3 years. No disability benefits, no retirement benefits. Oh, wait, this is her. Okay, why doesn't she have retirement benefits if she works for an insurance agency? And then his are all just empty. Okay. I don't know if this is one person filling this out or two, because it looks like the same handwriting. Almost, maybe not. No, maybe not. Okay, sorry. I keep going up and down. So then they have their property, and it was $219,500, and their mortgage balance $215,000. I mean, not even enough to, weren't even married long enough to get your house paid off, or not even like get a quarter of it paid off. I feel bad for people that can't stay together like that. Okay, so they both have vehicles. Looks like her cars are a little more than his, but he has a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2007 Jeep Patriot Limited. She has a 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee and a 2008 Toyota Prius, RAV4. Sorry, oh, that's a Prius. And then the 2012 Jeep was worth $20,000. This is supposed to be all their stuff, but they don't have a lot. And this is from her. She's writing this. So it says vehicle 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Pretty sure this is handwriting. Hers, yes. It says I paid $7,000. This is present fair market value. Engagement ring and wedding ring. She paid for her own damn rings. $2,500 and $3,500. I'm going back up just because I'm like, where's her name out of this paper though? See, this is affidavit of Michael. Affidavit of property, that's his. I mean, like that's the affidavit of what the property is. Because it looked like the handwriting up top was a little bit nicer. Like that would have been her handwriting. And this would have been his. So see, I don't know though. So, okay, let me duplicate this so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I want to show you her handwriting. So his handwriting is right here. See how it's like Carlin Clinic or whatever? And see the numbers 49,000, 49,000, 51,000. We keep going down. And then we get to Nationwide. That was her employer. And look how nice the handwriting is. I mean, to me, that there's a difference. So then, see, it just looks different. Like this, none, the way that she writes none. And then that's Monique. And then it goes back down to Michael. And then see how the handwriting is more like a guy, kind of. So I think this is his, but I don't know why he would write out all four. Unless one's his lawyer, one's her. I don't know how that would even work. That's weird, though. I wish we knew for sure. Because it doesn't say on here. But if she did, My good golly. You think she did? I mean, I guess I don't know. I hope that he speaks. Or I hope that they speak. I mean, they come out and do an interview, but because then it says here, okay, so that's the mortgage, credit card. Let's see if she signs it right here. That's his signature. See, this is him. That's his handwriting. I'm thinking that he bought the newer car and gave it to her to drive, maybe. I don't know. I ain't saying he's a good person. I'm just trying to figure out who's whose. Because see it right here, it says Monique again. And looking at the handwriting, it's different. Look how nice it is. It's like perfect. My handwriting don't look nothing like that. And then the address, so she actually, Roanoke, Virginia, and it says estimated $230,000 is titled to the husband. Mortgage balance unknown. So, I mean, yeah. And then see vehicle, like there's only 3 on here. We're missing the Grand Patriot. And then the checking accounts. And it says wife, husband unknown. Like, how do you this sorry, I'm sorry. I'm being vocal. How do you do? Okay. Me and Vincent do. Okay. So I can't say anything. I mean, but we're not married. But if we were, it'd be a different story. Anybody in here married that has a separate bank account, fully separate from their husband? And if you do, let me know why, because I'd love to. I mean, I'm just curious. I'm real curious how you'd have complete lack of all the monies. You know what I mean? Like you have your money. What do you do? You pay like the electric and the water and the cable, and then he pays these 3 bills. You do, Mandy? You do too, Debbie? Does it work for you? Works out good? I wasn't raised that way, so I don't know. So I'm genuinely asking. Because me and Vincent we don't have the same. Like we have like separate accounts, but I mean, I would just be like, I need your card right now, sir. Or he would say the same to me. But you have separate and then you have joint. See, that's good. You shared accounts. That's my mom and dad. Oh my goodness. My dad would say, like, as a joke, can I at least keep the jingle from my paycheck? Like the change part, like, whatever he made plus like 58 cents or whatever it was. And my mom was like, no, it goes in the bank. Yeah. Okay, Dawn. Yeah. My grandparents, both of their names were on their account, but my grandfather did all the money stuff. He would give her $1,000 a month. They had a lot of, they're very wealthy people. But he would give her like $1,000 a month to go shopping with and stuff like that. And then whatever else. And she would always save it. She never spent that money. And she would save it till my mom would get there, or like her other kids would come and her grandkids would come, and then we'd all go do fun things. And that's what she'd like to do with it. But Vincent does all of our actuals, like banking and stuff. So I'm good with that though. So only have group life through work, estimated 35,000. The husband gets all the kitchen appliances. I think she was ready to walk away. It's all saying like husband, like she's kind of like So the car from Huntington Bank will go to her. Total debt due. So it's just she still has to pay $15,000. And then her student loans, $34,500. I feel you. I feel you, girl. Mine were about the same a couple years ago. And then credit card Chase for the wife, and then credit card Cincy for her. So this is the debt. Yeah. It's a lot. So then he must be next. Look at how pretty her signature and everything is. So separation agreement. This agreement made and entered into between Michael, hereafter referred to as the husband, and Monique, referred to as the wife. Okay. The parties were married in Columbus, Ohio on August 22nd, 2015. There were no children born as issue of this marriage. Differences have arisen between the parties, and they are now living separate and apart from each other. The parties hereto desire to, and by this agreement do, completely settle and determine past, present, and future spousal support of each party, the right to any and all property, real and personal, whether separate property or marital property, all of the benefits and privileges conferred, and all obligations imposed on each other or each by virtue of their marriage, relationship, or otherwise. The parties are, what does it say? I don't know. They're entering into this agreement, so it might be incorporated into the dissolution, that's what it is, probably, of marriage decree, pursuant to section, it gives the sections, or a decree of divorce. But in any event, to be binding on the parties, whether incorporated in either type proceeding. Okay. Both parties have made full disclosure of their financial situation and their property, both real and personal, and each party is duly represented by counsel of their choice or has had the opportunity to obtain counsel or consult with counsel. So consideration, husband and wife acknowledge that each has received sufficient consideration of the foregoing promises and mutual promises and undertakings hereafter specified. The husband and wife agree to the following. Separation. Each party shall have a right to privacy in their individual residences, except as allowed herein. Neither party shall enter the residence of the other without permission of the resident spouse and only with prior approval. Husband and wife may and shall be free from interference, authority, and control, direct or indirect, by the other, fully as if she or he were single and unmarried. Each may reside at such place as she or he, in her or his absolute discretion, may select. The party shall neither molest or interfere with each other, nor shall either of them compel or attempt to compel the other to cohabitate or dwell with other by any means whatsoever. Okay. So the husband is going to be righted to the title for the property, the equity, and the interest. Okay. And then it says, which is currently already in his name, and it's free of any claim from the wife. So any claim from Monique. Husband represents that the mortgage debt is held solely in his individual name. Husband shall pay and hold wife harmless on any debts associated with the marital residence. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he was like, he got the house and everything. I guess he wasn't happy with that. She just wanted to get away from him, is what it sounded like. So then personal property, the properties have divided to their mutual satisfaction all personal property and household goods and furnishings. Man, I ain't never getting married because I ain't never going through this. I'm just kidding. We would never go through this because I would never let him. Mark my words. Automobiles, husband shall retain free and clear of any claim of wife, all right, title, equity, and interest of the 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And that's it. And the wife should have the 2008 RAV4 and the 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee, which are in the wife's name. So they shall incorporate regarding signing any necessary documents, which they don't need to do that. There's no title transfers needed. Financial accounts, wife shall retain free and clear of any claim of husband, all funds in any checking, savings, or CD account in her individual name. Husband shall retain free and clear of any claim of wife, all funds in any checking, savings, or CD account of any individual name. The parties represent they do not have any joint accounts. Okay. So no retirement accounts. They're not allowed to do that. They don't have a safety deposit box. So she has to pay off all of her credit cards, and her student loans and all the debts that were listed under her name, the ones that we saw. And then he's also, he's in charge of all of his debts. Neither party shall, incur any additional debt on any joint account, but they don't have any joint account. So spousal support, neither party shall pay spousal support. So it's like pretty cut and dry here, right? Party shall pay their own attorney fees. She had an attorney. He didn't have an attorney. Life insurance. Hey, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. They don't have it. I think she said she had it through her insurance. It was maybe $35,000. Taxes, they're going to separate on their taxes. You ain't claiming each other on your taxes no more. You are, by 2016 and forward, you are a single dependent. That's what that's saying. And then this is just a complete and settlement release, just saying it's released. Execution of necessary documents. Okay. Get all the deeds, forms, conveyances, other documents. I'm sure that they did all this, right? Okay. I'm just reading that. Both husband and wife acknowledged that they had the right opportunity to seek advice of legal counsel of their own choosing, free of interference from the other. This is a binding agreement, representation regarding full disclosure. Okay. Just saying that, oh, that's my dog. Sorry. She heard a dog outside. Mia, it's okay. Hold on. Let's see if she'll stop. I just said Mia. That's all I did. And then partial validity. In any part of this agreement is found to be invalid, the rest of the agreement will remain valid and fully enforceable. So. This is just saying you understand what we're telling you right now. Like, ugh, it's kind of sad they got to treat you like this when you're adults. Law governing agreement. This agreement shall be governed by and shall be construed in accordance with the laws of the state of state of Ohio. I say Idaho too much. Ohio, even more than my own state, apparently. In the event, additional documents need to be filed in other states to formalize and complete the process of divorce dissolution, asset and debt allocation, then the party shall cooperate to prepare, execute, and file any such documents. Okay, court cost. Equally divide them court cost, they're saying. This is just the waiver saying that they're in agreement with each other. Duration of marriage. For the purposes herein, the duration of the marriage is defined by the date of the party's marriage through the date the court has terminated the marriage. The effective date of this agreement shall be when signed in both parties. I wonder when they signed. She signed April 28th. And he did too. Okay, and then that's just, I think that's the end of it. Nope, it's not. Contested domestic cases. Oh, this is when they got another judge. Judge Donald Cox. And I think she paid for it. It has her name on it. Pursuant to local domestic rule 43, it is ordered that effective on the date a complaint is filed, each spouse is enjoined from committing any of the following acts. Conjoined? I don't even know. I can't read that, but directly or indirectly, harassing, including telephone, text, email, social media, or otherwise annoying, interfering with, as it says, assaulting or doing bodily harm to the other spouse at his or her residence or elsewhere. Well, you failed. It's crazy. Selling, damaging, property directly or indirectly, changing beneficiaries. It's just telling them this was the second judge that they had, which they ended up getting the same thing. This was, looks like he got it from plunder. So let's see, pursuant to the agreement. Nope, that's it. Court disposition. And it was referred to the private judge. If no child support, then can order direct payment. Okay. And I'm wondering if remember it says something about like a domestic shelter on there too. I'm wondering if I think they just call it any shelter kind of like that. But I wonder if she's the one that like went to the shelter because he had the house. And it was just too much, right? She'd rather just stay in a shelter. I don't know, but this is what we just read in the beginning. And that's weird that they put that in there twice. Okay, so that's the end of that. Let me see if there's any new documents up. Wait, is that new? No, that's what I just showed you. Okay. I do have another. Just want to make sure I don't like. Okay, I think that's. Okay, so this is the complaint. Why is it all redacted? It looks like. Because it says, look, December 30th did, and this is supposed to be like, knowing caused the death of another, to wit, Monique Francis Tepe, by means of shooting her with a firearm, but it doesn't have anything right here. I guess that's all they're putting right now. Ours is called the bill. I think it's called the bill of, not the Bill of Rights. It's called the Bill of something, Bill of Particulars in Ohio. I always think of we're in a different state. But so you know how we usually read out like probable cause affidavits? Well, in Ohio, it's called like Bill of Particulars. let me see. And we might not get it till like tomorrow. Wait, what's this? That's not it. Okay, so far I don't see it. I don't see it out there, but it could be. But I'll keep my eye out for it too, and I'll come back on immediately whenever it, it says. And I'm under the the Vine thing now, so I can. They'll like alert me when something new happens. I want to see if there's anything else that I had up here. And then today, I actually wanted to go over the 100, I think it's 126 pages that came out for, actually, I can tell you really quick, 126 pages that have come out for Brian Kohberger. And let me tell you, not one of these pages leaves you underwhelmed. It's like, what? I mean, I don't know. Like these lawyers that are representing the victims in this case, it is Ethan's parents that are being involved in this, Kaylee's, Maddie's, and Xana's. So this ain't just one family. It's all four that are going after Brian Kohberger's old WSU campus for letting them keeping him on campus after all this crap he was doing, right? So I will be back on later with that live. And I'll be on camera this time. So you guys will be able to see me. So thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm going to jump off of here and get ready for the next live later this evening, but I will see you guys all very soon. If you don't mind, just take a second on your way out, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all the buttons. And we will be back very, very, very soon tonight. So I will see you guys all later. And just think, good news, Columbus police got this guy pretty quick. We really didn't have to wait too long. So I'm glad that they called him. I'm glad they know exactly who it is because, they got him on camera. I'm not saying that he's guilty 100% because you can't say that, but I'm ready to see the camera footage. So some more camera footage. So I will be back up there tomorrow. I'm going to go up for the wake or whatever it's called. They call it Celebration of Life. I'm going to go up for that. And I will see you guys all later this evening on this channel. So I appreciate you guys being here so much. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys later. Bye.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.